surprise episode of the year. Guys, I'm copying Salamandra now, but I think it's a good video to kick off my plans, my strategies for 2024, and giving you a garage update. And what better place to do that in than the GT3 RS in this beautiful city? I think that I am in one of the most confusing, indecisive places I've ever been in my car collection. Currently, I've got the 458 Italia, I've got the GT3 RS that I'm sitting in, the Demand GT3, and the the GT4 RS. I think the GT4 RS is the best place to start with the update. That car is currently at Zweck. I've put it completely back to stock. You guys have seen my journey. I've done everything with that car. I've tracked it, I've straight piped it, I've dynoed it. I've done everything that I want to do. You know, I don't want to mess that car up. I think it is peak modern day Porsche driving experience. It doesn't get any better than the 4RS on the road. That being said, the car, to me, having owned this, is a little bit redundant. I found myself most days taking this home or taking this to work, and I just look at the 4RS, and even though it's spectacular, it's one of the most scintillating experiences in the world, it was time to put that car back to stock and then throw it up for sale. So that car is going to be sold. It's at Zweck currently. I've got a couple potential buyers, but if you're interested in that, car is at Zweck. And the other car I've got there is the Demand 4.5 liter GT3. Shout out Uncle Rick Demand. Love you, baby. It's been some time since we've talked, Ricky. You told me back when I built the car would be resellable. Well, it turns out it's been very difficult to sell the Demand. I don't think there's a huge market for people that want molested GT3 Tourings, even though I love it. And it is the pinnacle of Porsche performance on the road. I started that car priced at $255,000, dropped it to $245,000. I've had a bunch of low balls. I think I'm going to take it back. Which leaves us in a very interesting position with the 458. The 458, I started that journey not really liking that car, believe it or not. Like, I always wanted a 458. It was one of my poster cars. It came out when I was in college, and I was like, one day I will own one, and I've checked that box off now. But when I first drove the car, I didn't understand the point of it. I thought it would be more 3RS than Turbo S. But it turns out it's more Turbo S than anything. It's extremely comfortable. It's sexy. You look at the steering wheel, you see the prancing horse, and you feel special. And that's the point of a Ferrari. In that car, I've been daily driving every single day from my house to the office, from the office back home. And every day I drive it, the better it gets as a daily. That being said, a car that is a daily, that doesn't give you that rock hard situation that we love so much, it's a car that ultimately won't be a forever car in the garage. So I think the 458 is going to ultimately go. And then we have this, the 997.2 GT3 RS. Let's give you guys a couple little downshifts here. Flat 6 is perhaps the greatest flat 6 symphony. Listen. The little hands coming up from underneath the seat, tickling my balls. What a car, from how special it looks to how raw it is to how fast it is. You guys saw it in the last track day, and I was shocked in the straightaways how no modern Porsche could get away from this. Nothing would pull on it. So it's the perfect blend of heritage, specialness, rawness, and right now it's the only car that I would not sell unless something spectacular came available, something more special than this. So I think the conclusion to my existing garage, 4RS is gonna go, GT3 is coming back. I might throw it on Bring a Trailer, 50-50 there. 458 is gonna go, 3RS is staying. But what do I have coming? What's coming? I don't know why I did that. What's coming to the garage? Well, I have a very special, spec'd out car coming from a brand that may or may not have banned me. but I'm not allowed to disclose it. Certain people have asked me and have forced me to sign an NDA until I get the car, so I can't tell you what it is, but you can only imagine what's coming. That car is going to be around $450,000, and it's coming in April. But what makes that decision even more complicated is in the last vlog, you guys saw that I saw the Gunther Works Turbo in person, and I fell in love. And somehow the stars aligned, and I was able to secure an allocation. Someone dropped out. They're canceled their deposit. It's the only allocation available for that car. The only issue with that car is that it's like 800,000 base plus a donor car. Next thing you know, you spend $950 to $1 million on a turbo Gunther Works, and even though it's got 750 horsepower, it's a manual, it weighs 2,700 pounds, it's going to be so special. There is no way to finance the car. I can't even finance a little bit, which means I need to put that $900,000 to $1 million on that car and leave it there for 1.5 to 2 years. Which makes that a very difficult decision, because now if I do that, I've got to sell everything. I do have some cash in the bank, but I'm gonna have to sell at least 3 out of my 4 cars, keep one for 2 years, and that'll exhaust my car budget that I can blow on having different experience. That being said, I might be a future Pagani, a future collectible, a car that one day I'll be able to hold and eventually sell for $1.5 million, $2 million. So it's a very interesting proposition, but as of right now, that's all I have. And the crazy thing is if I make that decision to make that $1 million investment in a Gunther Works, why not just make $1 million investment in a Senna? And that's where my mind gets racing and where I need your help. Where do you guys want to see this channel go? What cars do you want to see on this channel? Would you love to see that Gunther Works car? Do you want to see the car I have coming in April or not? Comment down below. The only thing I'm certain of right now is that I love this thing right here. It's my favorite, and I love the demand car. That's probably coming back. Anyways, guys, I love you. Go down below, comment, give me your feedback, like, subscribe, all that shit. I look forward to seeing you next video. Take care. Peace.